A young nursing student vanishes without a trace on a cold February night. No body, no clear evidence, only unanswered questions that still haunt America, even after 2 decades. This is the disappearance of Maura Murray. Snow falls gently on dark New Hampshire roads. Headlights cut through the night, illuminating an abandoned Saturn crashed against a snowbank. A haunting silence surrounds the scene. Maura Murray was born on May 4, 1982, in Hampshire, Massachusetts. Bright, athletic, and ambitious, she first attended West Point Military Academy before transferring to the University of Massachusetts to study nursing. Friends described her as kind, but deeply private, someone who carried her struggles quietly. In the week before she vanished, Maura's behavior began to raise questions. She had crashed her father's car late at night, borrowed $280 from him, and emailed her professors claiming there was a family emergency, an excuse that didn't exist. The truth behind her intentions remained hidden. On February 9, 2004, Maura emailed her professors once more, saying she'd be gone for a week. She packed her car with clothes, toiletries, and textbooks, as if preparing for a trip. By late afternoon, she was driving north through New Hampshire. No one knew why she chose this destination. At 7:27 p.m., a local resident called police to report a black Saturn crashed against a snowbank on Route 112. Another witness saw a young woman standing outside the car. Within minutes, she was gone. When officers arrived, the car was locked, airbags deployed, but there was no sign of Maura. It was as if she had vanished into the cold night. Search dogs tracked her scent, only about 100 yards east of the crash before it disappeared without explanation. There were no footprints, no signs of struggle, no blood, nothing, just the car left behind. Over the years, countless theories emerged. Some believe Maura planned her disappearance, that she wanted to start over, far from the pressures of school, relationships, and personal struggles. She had withdrawn money, packed her belongings, and lied to her professors. It could have been part of an escape plan. Others suspect foul play, that perhaps she accepted a ride from a stranger, or even someone she knew, and met a tragic end. The rural highway was dark, isolated, and dangerous. One wrong encounter could have been fatal. Another possibility is that Maura wandered into the woods, disoriented and cold, and succumbed to the brutal winter night. Yet no remains have ever been found, despite extensive searches. Maura's disappearance quickly became one of the most debated mysteries online. Forums, podcasts, and documentaries tried to piece together her final hours. Strangers across the internet examined every detail of her life, searching for answers her family still longs to have. 2 decades later, the case remains unsolved. For her father, Fred Murray, and the rest of her family, the pain of not knowing continues to grow. They attend vigils, speak to investigators, and plead for anyone with information to come forward. On a snowy New Hampshire road, a young woman's life stopped in time. Did Maura Murray choose to vanish, or was she taken by forces beyond her control? 2 decades later, her story remains one of America's most chilling unsolved mysteries. Perhaps one day the truth will emerge. Until then, her disappearance is a haunting reminder that sometimes the scariest thing is not what we find, but what we never know. If you have any information regarding Maura Murray, please contact the New Hampshire Cold Case Unit.